push into an area known as Item Pocket and take Item Pocket and Machinko Fighter Airstrip. The reason they want to do that is because that's one of the strategic goals. Buckner wants Okinawa to be an Army campaign. To do that, he has to make headlines. To do that, Army units have to gain these locations. Marine Corps has already got good PR. We took the northern part of the island. We took Yontan Airfield. Now, if the 27th can grab Item and Machinko, it's going to bring up Army prestige. The 27th pushes the entire division across 2 small stone bridges. As soon as the majority of the division gets past it, 5th Artillery Group calls on grid squares on top of the bridges and drops them both. Once that happens, instead of the 27th stopping and securing the bridgehead, CG decides to push on. Corps will catch up. Pushes down into Item Pocket and hits stiff Japanese resistance. Stops him cold. That night he's counterattacked by the Japanese and his division breaks and runs. And they commit the cardinal sin. They leave their wounded. And the Japanese sweep over the field and capture the wounded. They do stuff like they defecate on them, urinate on them. Cut off their genitals, shove them in their mouth, split them from top to bottom. Because of this, 27th pulled out of the line. They're sent north to Naga for occupation duty for the rest of the battle. Because of this, Buckner is required to call in 6th and 1st Mardivs that brought in from down south and pushed in the line. 6th Marine Division covering Item Pocket. To their left flank is 1st Mardiv. To their left flank, 77th Division. To their left flank, 96th Division. To their left flank, 7th Division. You've got 5 divisions pushing south. Now, 1st Mardiv CG is Major General Duvalier. Duvalier decides he's going to try to end run. He's going to push behind Shuri Castle, pin the 32nd Imperial Japanese Army in place, and let the Army smash them into him. Try to end this battle quickly. As he starts moving out, 6 Mardiv sweeps through Item Pocket, taking Item Pocket Machinko Fighter Airstrip. Their blood's up. They push down and start attacking Naha, the prefectural capital. Now, 1st Mardiv, as they move south, they're edging a little bit further and further west, hooking in. 1st Mardiv hits an area called Wana. General Duvalier tries to take one of the strong points in Wana Ridge. He pushes 7th Marines up it. 7th Marines is repulsed 3 times, so he decides to shift part of the division around. He pushes 5th over to the right flank to hit Hill 55. They assault it 3 times and repulsed. He shifts 1st Marines over. They're going to come down the backside into the draw. They hit it 3 times and repulsed. Eventually it's a U. They assault it from May 10th to May 21st before it eventually falls. The only reason Wana falls on the 21st is because General Duvalier's had it. He pumps 6,000 gallons of napalm into the center of the draw and sets it on fire. As soon as that firebomb goes up, it pushes the Japanese out of their fixed positions into the open. When that happens, he calls in grid squares. Everybody knows what a grid square is, right? Not just the thing on the map. I'm talking about arty grid squares. You ever heard that? You take a battalion and you just walk, meter by meter, 1,000 meters. Kills everything in it. Once this is over, Duvalier realizes he's out of place. He can't push behind Shuri Castle now, so he pushes his troops towards it. On the 25th of May, he's called in for a commander's conference with General Buckner. General Buckner tells him, quote unquote, keep your damn Marines out of Shuri Castle. That is reserved for Major General Bruce and the men of the 77th. General Duvalier's response, aye aye, sir. Semper Fi, Mac. About faces and walks out. On the 28th of May, patrol from Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Marines, 1st Mardiv, leaves its lines. It's led by a guy named Captain Dunsonberry. Dunsonberry leaves the lines. About an hour and a half later, he calls back. He goes, look, I found a gap in the Japanese lines. What do you want me to do? They tell him, go ahead and make the turn. Dunsonberry leads his patrol through it. About an hour and a half later, he calls back and he goes, look, I know I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm at Shuri Castle and I think we can take it. What do you want me to do? Instead of the regimental commander, he gets General Duvalier on the hook. Duvalier tells him, quote unquote, Get that damn Jap flag off my castle now. Aye, sir. Captain Doonesbury turns to his assistant patrol leader, a guy by the name of Don Sim. Tells Don, hey Don, go rip the flag down. Don Sim scales the side of Shuri Castle and rips down the Japanese flag. When he gets back down to the bottom, he gives it to Captain Doonesbury. By that time, the radio's gone off. 77th Division has seen troops in the open behind enemy lines. You're patrol. They think you're Japanese. They've called in artillery and close air support to kill you. We've been able to wave off the artillery, but we can't get in touch with the aircraft. You need to mark your location some way so that they know you're Americans. Don turns to Captain Doonesbury and says, hey sir, give me the flag. Figuring Captain Doonesbury is like any other Marine following Iwo who carried a flag to get his picture taken. Captain Doonesbury turns to him and says, Don, I got a flag, but it ain't an American flag. Captain Doonesbury's from South Carolina. He went to VMI. He pulls out the helmet liner and pulls out a flag, all right. It's the Stars and Bars, the flag of the Confederacy. It's ran up over top of Shuri Castle where it flies for 5 days before it's eventually taken down. It's given to General Duvalier. General Duvalier, in turn, gives it to General Buckner. Go ahead and pop the TV. Now, General Duvalier, when he sends the flag to General Buckner, he sends it with a little note. Kindest, warmest regards, courtesy of Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Marines,